That really hurts. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. My foot is cramping. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Meganakuax back with another video. In today's video, I'm doing something, I think it's interesting. I don't know, let's see if you find it interesting. But basically, for the longest time, I wanted to do a video called, well, this will be a series, right? And it's called Relationship Advice from a Girl Who Has Never Been in a Relationship. Obviously, I'm the girl, yeah, I've never been in a relationship, but I'm jumping on the internet just to give my 2 cents because I'm like, why not? So originally I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get a big following so I can go on Instagram and like people can give me like crazy, like I need help with this. But then I decided I would actually go on Reddit because people just like put the craziest stuff on there. So I'm gonna go there and like I've just typed in like relationship advice, and some of the things that people have been like asking or want help with is actually crazy. So I'm going to jump into that. Before I start, I'm just gonna say subscribe. Subscribe. Like honestly, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and turn on the post notification so when I post a video or when this series continues, you'll get a little bit of a ding. So subscribe, like, and comment. Once I'm done with the video, you should comment down below if you've enjoyed it and if you want a part 2. So, I finished my Bundaberg. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one because this one seems pretty okay because some of them are just actually really crazy. Like, I encourage you guys. Actually, no, I don't encourage you guys to go on Reddit, but like, I'm a 22-year-old female beginning to resent my boyfriend, a 34-year-old male, for taking an unplanned trip and expecting me to pay for his accommodation during his last week there. Jeez, this is so long. Let's fast forward. Hold up. Her boyfriend never even pays for her when they go out. Red flags. So basically, I've read the whole thing, and basically what's happening is she's struggling. She's a uni student. She's struggling to pay her bills. She's also trying to save up for a car. She's with her boyfriend who wants to do like odd jobs. He doesn't want to have a proper job because, you know, I don't know, he doesn't want to be tied down or something. And he's gone to Thailand for a trip which somebody donated $15,000 and he only had to pay $500 himself. And basically, the trip is over, but he wants to stay an extra 7 nights to explore Thailand, but he only has 50 American dollars. So he's called his girlfriend and said, book me a place to stay for an extra 7 days and pay for it because I want to explore Thailand. And she's asking what should she do because now she wants to dump him. A part of me wants to be like, dump him and leave him stranded in Thailand. But then the saved part of me wants to be like, girl, why don't you just give him enough money to fly back? Because how is he even planning? Oh wait, but is it return flights? Because actually then you could just dump him. It's return flights. Look, like would you pay for someone who's finished their trip to stay an extra 7 nights because they want to explore with your own money? Like, honestly, if it's a return flight and I myself am struggling, like, she's trying to buy a car, you know, she's trying to get her life together, and like homeboy is not really taking into consideration her situation, and he knows her situation. So I feel like he's being really selfish in that sense. But again, I've never been in a relationship, so I can't say like, you know, I don't know the history, but like, if it was me, I'll just be like, you've enjoyed Thailand, you take your $50, buy yourself your final meal, get on your flight tomorrow, and come back home. And then when you come back home, be like, this relationship has been good, but I feel like we both don't see eye to eye. I feel like we're not on the same page with stuff, so I think we need to separate. You go your way, I go my way, and maybe we might find our way back to each other, but for now, go the distance, love. Go the distance. Your trip is over, and you have no money. At this point, it sounds like a you problem, not me. Don't be calling me. Whoa. this person. While my boyfriend is in another room, I like to go through his phone without permission. So basically what's happened here is her boyfriend was in another room and she's gone through her boyfriend's phone without asking permission. And she's found him texting another girl and she's like, well, what should I do? Should I tell him? Should I lash out? But I feel like in this situation, the problem is you've gone through your boyfriend's phone without permission. Now, I know I haven't been in a relationship, so I don't know what it's like, but I would say, I feel like now your boyfriend has the right to be mad because you've invaded his privacy. And she also mentioned that her boyfriend doesn't go through her phone. I feel like you have invaded your boyfriend's personal space. Like, I feel like you've invaded his privacy, but then again, now you found things of him, I spit. Now you found things of him talking to another girl. So, because I have no real life experience, I'm just gonna go based on what I've seen in movies. I would find a way to get permission to go on the phone, right? And then once I'm in the phone, then I'll be like, what is this? And then you can kind of lash out and, you know, bring it up from there or break up with him from there or whatever you want to do. But then I feel like now if you bring it up, there's also that whole thing of, well, why were you going through my phone? Hopefully when I do get in a relationship, I'll be pretty big on not like keeping secrets from each other, but it's like, don't go through my phone. But then I guess you wouldn't want to be going through each other's phone because you think you trust each other enough. But obviously you can't trust your man because he'd be texting other people. So that's an issue and a half. You know what? Now I realize why people don't want to take relationship advice from single people. It's actually really hard to give advice because like, it's like, I've just never been in that situation, but like, I don't know, like I want to empathize with you and be like, lash out at him, get so mad. Obviously now that you know, try and find a way to bring it up, obviously. And like, be like, look, I went through your phone, I know I shouldn't have, because obviously your privacy, but I did, and this is what I found. Would you like to explain yourself? I think that was really good advice, actually. This one's heartbreaking. So basically this guy's girlfriend cheated on him with his best friend for 1.5 years, and he found out, he ended it with her, but now he misses her and wants to get back with her. And we out here always calling men trash, but wow. All I would say is, even though you miss her, brother, get on your knees, pray to Jesus and find the strength to move on. Because if she was able to lie to you, hurt your feelings, and just do all of that to you with your best friend for 1.5 years, she ain't the one for you. She ain't the one for you. She ain't your perfect person. You probably have jumped into that relationship and it wasn't for you. And this is an evident and clear sign it wasn't for you. Even though you miss her, Jesus is your strength, man, and he is your provider. Honestly, don't worry about her. Fix your eyes on the cross. Well, in all seriousness, yeah, like I wouldn't want to go back to you. No way. For 1.5 years with my best friend. Obviously, I know my best friend wouldn't do that because my best friend's are A1. But yeah, no. Don't worry about her, man. Don't worry about her. Don't even waste your time. Invest into something else. If you have a business or something that you want to grow, stop focusing your mind and your energy on her and focus your mind and your energy elsewhere. So this one, I'm going to read this one too, actually. My wife has a very close friendship with a male from her work. They hang out a lot and are emotionally supportive of each other, and they talk about everything together. It's very close, but he's also married. Recently, I find out that they hug and embrace in ways that I think oversteps boundaries. She tells me it's normal and it's harmless because they're nothing more than just friends. An example would be them laying on bed or on the couch, her laying his chest on his shoulder with his arms around her shoulder, but torso separated. Hold on, I have to like envision that because that was such a detailed description. She what? They're laying on the bed. First of all, they're laying in the bed together. Oh, why? Sorry. Who, what? What married person lays in the bed with someone other than their husband or their wife? Like, especially if their friend is of the opposite gender and now they're laying in bed together. Okay, anyway. Okay, if that wasn't a red flag to you already, sir, to me that's quite an intimate embrace. And when I asked if she would do it in front of me, she said no, she wouldn't. Am I making a big deal out of this, or is this normal behavior for close friends? This is not normal behavior for a married woman. Otherwise, even if they're not doing anything together, like, isn't that just weird? Like, why aren't you her emotional support? Like, aren't you her husband? I think you should be her emotional support, not this co-worker. And like, why are we that close to our co-workers for? These are your co-workers. You don't know them from nowhere, girl. It is 9 to 5, and when you leave, jeez. No, that's, to me, that's really not okay. If Martha was here, she would say, I would fight you. Cause, yeah, that just shouldn't be happening. Like, I feel like you should be her emotional support. And if there's something that she feels like she can't tell you personally, I feel like maybe you should be able to tell. See, I don't know, but I think that you should be able to tell your spouse anything. Like, excuse me, I think you should be able to tell your spouse anything. Like, she shouldn't be having to be lying on someone's couch, hugging them for emotional support. Like, no, that's not okay. You need to investigate that. Yeah, come on, you need to investigate. Call me. Maybe I can have an investigating service. I'll help you out. Like, that ain't okay. Ask for Jesus to pray, for Jesus to give you clarity and sound mind, because you need to investigate this. You need to be on your game. That is not okay, baby. I want to give you a hug because I feel sad for you. That's not okay. My girlfriend lives 2,000 miles away. I live in Australia. How far is 2,000 miles? Miles to kilometers. That's far. So, wow, that's a lot of kilometers. Is this right? 321.869 kilometers? Is this right? What? Let's just go with it, yeah? So when we're in Australia, like, how far would that be living? You know what, who cares? So basically for the whole trip, the girlfriend, it looks like, just has not participated in anything that the family is doing. She's just doing her own thing while they're hanging out, and it's weird because you only get to see these people twice a year, and if this is a family you want to marry into, you would think you would participate. So at the last part, he's saying they have a mandatory barbecue when they all come together, and everyone has to go, and the family has, like, begged him for the girlfriend's presence, and the girlfriend doesn't want to be there. Personally, first things first, for me, family is such a big deal. If my person who I'm thinking of marrying, or who I start dating, if they don't get along with my family, it's going to be really, really hard, I think, for our relationship to pursue. This chick seems like she wants nothing to do with your family, but I would sit her down because, you know, I would see, old me, everyone, I'm like, cut it off, but like, we're grown now. We're 20 now, we're grown, baby, we're grown. But anyways, I would probably sit her down and be like, hey, we're on this trip, you know, we never get to see my family, and, you know, they really like you and they want to spend more time with you, like, what's up? Maybe she's going through something she doesn't want to tell you, or maybe she feels uncomfortable about something and that's why she feels like she can't spend time with your family. But if it's just because, like, she just doesn't want to, then maybe you guys should really consider your relationship. Like, if family is a big thing to you and they're so important to you, like, do you want to be with someone who doesn't love them or doesn't want to spend time with them? Like, I don't know, because, like, if it was me, like, if you don't like my family, like, that's an issue. Like, that's a big issue. And I'm not talking about, like, your 20 uncles and aunties, mainly, like, your immediate family. Like, if she doesn't want to spend any time with them, I don't know, boo. I don't know. I don't think she's the one. This one sounds good. My boyfriend recently got accepted into an esports team, and I'm absolutely ecstatic for him. He loves video games. Wait. So, an esports team. So this is not real sports. This is video game sport. Okay. He's played them since childhood. I love him to pieces and I couldn't be happier for him. However, now it means he'll have to attend meetings and long gaming sessions, networking, etc, etc, etc. How many etc's do you need to put there? Like, chill. We both work and go to school full time, so our time together is precious, and this opportunity has no foreseeable end. Okay, good. So you, like, want to get married. Cool. Oh no, the opportunity has no foreseeable end. Oh, sorry. I mean, like, so you don't see the end of him and his esports. I'm also sad because I've been his gaming partner for over a year now. It was something I look forward to doing, but now I know I'm not good enough at the games I play for fun, he plays to compete. I don't know, I just feel selfish because I feel sad for myself. Believe me, I'm happy to see his dreams coming true. I'm hating myself. What should I do? Also, I don't want to mention this to him. I don't want to bring him down because he's so happy in life right now. Esports. How interesting. Originally, when I saw the banner, I thought that he got like a sporting opportunity, because she wrote sporting opportunity. So, you know, I kind of thought she meant like he was going to go play pro football. My leg is really paining me all of a sudden. Oh, woo. Jeez, my foot. Guys, oh, my foot is cramping. This used to happen to me a lot, but it stopped. My foot. Oh, Heavenly Father Jesus, you can do all things. Please take this pain out of my foot. Amen. Ow. What was I even saying? My foot. Ow. Okay. I think that you should... Okay. Compose yourself, Megan, and fight through the pain. You're a girl. You've gone through pains elsewhere. Fight through it. Okay. I personally think that you should say it to your boyfriend, because I know you don't want to bring him down, because if this is what he's been dreaming of for a long time, you would... Sorry, my foot, guys. It's really hurting, but okay. If this is what he's been dreaming of for a long time, I know you don't want to bring him down, but I feel like just say to him, you know, actually, no, I'm going to go back, because I kind of feel like you're being a tiny bit selfish. Like, I mean, he's just gotten his dream, and I guess while, like, he's starting and there has to be a lot of networking and long hours, why don't you guys see if you can figure it out? Maybe just talk to each other and be like, talk to him. Obviously, bring up your concerns. Don't keep them bottled in. Like, no. That's not the way to go in 2019. Bring it up to him and be like, hey, like, I understand you got this new dream. I'm so happy for you. I'm sad I don't get to be a partner, but lol, like, you've got a new dream. But can we kind of discuss how we are going to accommodate our relationship and, you know, still spend time and work out with each other? But I feel like sometimes in love, I'm saying this like I know. Sometimes in love, I feel like you do have to make some sacrifices, and I feel like where there's a will, there is a way. So just for the first couple of months, understand that it's a new job, so he's even still trying to figure stuff out, and he might be feeling some type of way as well, but he doesn't want to bring it up to you. So why don't you just be like, hey baby, this is how I feel, and then see how you go. But yeah, I don't think that this has to be the be all and end all of your relationship. Like, I don't know the seriousness of esports, so no judgment. Maybe it's awesome. I'm a 25-year-old female in a 7-year-old relationship with the 25-year-old male. We are engaged and have 2 children, ages 2 and 16 months. Why don't people say ages 2 and 1? Like, I don't get that. Like, how old is your kid? Oh, he's 25 months? What? Like, maybe because I'm not a mother, I don't get it, but it's weird. Stop doing it. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because, like, health tracking stuff, you do it by months. Sorry. My nursing instincts kicked in and I remembered. Sorry for judging you. We're engaged and have 2 children, 2 and 1. This is the only relationship I've ever been in, except for a boy I was with in the 8th grade for maybe a week. I'm currently very confused about my feelings. When I try to think through them, I just keep running around circles in my head. The situation being that a friend from my past recently confessed that back in high school he wanted to be with me. This is a problem for me because I had a crush on him since I first knew him in 8th grade. But in 8th grade, you were with somebody else, girl. Okay. And ever since his confession, I haven't been able to stop thinking about him. Even now, with my fiance asleep next to me, I don't think I want to leave my partner. You don't think you want to leave your fiance? You don't think? You're not certain? Cool. Okay. Red flags. But who am I? I don't know. He's the only love I've ever known. He means the world to me, and besides that, we have children together and we're supposed to be getting married next year, so case closed, right? I don't really see a point of thinking about this other boy, but still can't seem to keep his thoughts out of my head. Girl, what is this? What are you saying? Like, is this what? How can I get over this? What is there to do so I can move past this? I haven't been able to come up with any answers of my own, so any advice I'd be grateful. Yeah. Babe, look, this is an issue and a half, right? This is an issue and a half. Sometimes I feel like when you are with somebody from a really young age, because they're the only person you've known, you are in fear to step out. I think that could be a reason that you've already been together for 7 years, because it's like, is it only now that this person has confessed to you that you're like, all of a sudden, I don't know if I've loved you for this past 7 years and these 2 children. I think that you probably have been feeling like this, but you've been trying to push it to the back of your head, and now that there's this other guy here, you're acting like, oh, it's because of this guy I feel like this. But I feel like you have been feeling like this. But I think that you have a couple of things to take into consideration. Is it just because you've been with someone for 7 years, now you're getting married and you're a bit scared, so you're saying, oh, this new guy is here, do I really love you? You know, maybe your brain's just trying to psych you out. But I feel like before you can just jump and be like, I don't want to marry you, you have to take a lot of things into consideration. Like, you've been together for 7 years, you have 2 children, and you're getting married next year, so you've already started planning things. Obviously, if you really, really do feel like you don't love him and you don't want to be in the relationship, then I guess you guys have to sit that through, talk that out, and work that out. But I do also feel like it could just be because you've been with this one person for 7 years, you haven't experienced anything or anyone else, so now that somebody has just appeared, you're psyching yourself out. But then don't lose an amazing relationship with 2 children over this one boy who said he liked you in 8th grade. Like, you are 25 now, girl. We don't have time for that. Anyways guys, I think that will be the last one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you would like me to make this a series and continue with a part 2. I had a lot of fun doing that. Again, this was relationship advice with a girl who has never been in a relationship, so I do hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.